Team USA facing the number 9 Dominican Republic for the title of NORCECA's women's premier team in 2023. The teams took a different path to the final. The U.S. won Group B and had 2 days off to prepare for Cuba, who they swept yesterday, while the Dominican Republic has now played 4 games in as many days, including a loss to the U.S. to close out pool play and a hard-fought 1 hour and 53-minute semifinal last night against Canada. The U.S. is led by outside hitter Jordan Thompson, who has 44 points in 4 games, while Dana Retke and Chiaka Ogbugu set up a formidable wall. The Dominicans will turn to Braylon Martinez and Yankeira Peña, who have scored 112 points combined, while star libero Brenda Castillo will try to counter the American attack. So settle in and enjoy what is certain to be an entertaining championship game. We have the starting lineups and opening service when we return. Live from Quebec City, you're watching the 2023 NORCECA Continental Women's Volleyball Championship on cbcsports.ca. Back here in Quebec City, it is the gold medal final between the USA and the Dominican Republic. It is time to meet the officials for today's game. The first official is Andrew Cameron from Canada. And the second official from Cuba, Lourdes Perez. The reserve official, Caria Neves from Puerto Rico. So that's the third team that will be on the court today, and in just a few moments' time, we will meet the starting lineups for the U.S. and Dominican squads. And we will start with Team USA, the number 2 ranked team in the world. The outside hitter, number 5, Alex Franti. Setter, number 7, Lauren Carlini. Outside hitter, number 10, Jordan Larson, 12 points in yesterday's semifinal win. Jordan Thompson, the opposite hitter, 13 points yesterday. Dana Retke, number 16, the middle blocker. And the middle blocker, Chiaka Ogbugu, who had 3 blocks yesterday in the semifinal. And the starting libero for Team USA, Justine Wong-Arentes. And now let's head to the other side and meet Team Cuba. Excuse me, the Dominican Republic. Not sure why I said Cuba. The Dominican Republic. Livel Eve, the middle blocker, number 3. Number 7, the captain, Niverka Marte. Number 16, Yankeira Peña, the outside hitter. And then we get into the Martinezes. Braylon, the outside hitter, 2 meters and 1 centimeter. Jenere Martinez, the middle blocker, measuring at 1 meter 92. And Gayla Gonzalez, who had 2 aces yesterday, the opposite hitter, and the star libero in this tournament, Brenda Castillo, who was the MVP in last night's game against Canada with 27 digs. So those are the starting lineups for today's championship final here in Quebec City. And we are glad that you are along with us here on cbcsports.ca, coast to coast to coast in Canada and around the world, wherever you're watching in from. I've met with some fans from New England who have made the trek up for the gold medal game. So we know that there are viewers down in the United States watching, and we welcome you to today's broadcast. The Dominican Republic will serve. to open up this championship match. The U.S. defeated the Dominicans 3-0 back on Thursday in the final game of Pool B play. Eva with the serve. Larson with the attack, a good dig there, and here comes Ginnery Martinez. She just plays it over. That was Braylon, excuse me. Off of the left side, Jordan Thompson. Larson plays it over, and the U.S. scores the opening point of this gold medal match. Jordan Larson serving for the U.S. Catches the tape, but it gets over. And a big swing off of the right side by Gayla Gonzalez. Gets the side out for the Dominican Republic. Gonzalez had 13 kills last night against Canada. Ginnery Martinez serving. Carlini with the set, tapped over by Obugu. A big swing by Gayla Gonzalez. Carlini keeps it alive, but Wong Orantes just ran out of real estate before crashing into the bench, so she pulled up, and the Dominicans have a 2-1 lead here in the opening set. Carlini set, big swing. Obugu goes wide, and it's 3-1 for the Dominicans. Carlini with the set. And the swing by Thompson off of Ava and out. And the U.S. gets the side out. It's 2 serving 3. Obugu serving for the U.S. She had 4 blocks against the Dominicans on Thursday. There's a set, and Gayla Gonzalez is stopped. Martinez now off the left side. She's blocked by Thompson and Retke. Here's another attack by Gonzalez. Gets his fingers. Thompson now on the attack for the U.S. Dug by Marte. And the point to the United States. A good rally here. Obugu serving 3-all. And the service just sails a wee bit long. And a side out for the Dominican Republic. Gayla Gonzalez serving. She had 2 service aces against Canada last night. And a cross-court attack by Ali Franti. Catches the corner of position 5 for all. Jordan Thompson. Retke on the overpass, hammers it to the floor. You can't make those mistakes against the U.S. And she makes the Dominicans pay, 5-4 USA. And an ace for Jordan Thompson. Thompson, 13 points yesterday against Cuba in the semifinal round. A match that the U.S. won in 3 sets in 54 minutes. Braylon with a big swing. Wong Orantes with the dig. And Carlini sets for Thompson. And it catches fingers. So the U.S. with a 3-point advantage here early on in game 1. Back row attack by Gayla Gonzalez. The U.S. on the counter. Here's Franti. Dug by Castillo. Martinez just taps it over, and Braylon will score for the Dominican Republic. Braylon had 11 kills against the U.S. on 20 shots in the final game of pool play in their 3-0 loss. Larson with the dig, and a great set there for Redke, who comes around and gets the kill for the U.S. The U.S. beat the Dominican Republic, in case you missed it, on Thursday night, 3-0. Scores of 25-22, 25-22, and 25-16 in a match that took 1 hour and 14 minutes to play. Ali Franti. Here's the set and a free ball by Castillo. Carlini with the back set. Redke with the swing off of the fingers, and she catches the back of the court. Four-point advantage for the States. Franti in the service zone behind position 1. Running service. Braylon with the reception. Pena with the attack into the block. And a stuff for the U.S. USA up by 5, and the Dominican Republic requests timeout here as the U.S. gets out to a quick 5-point advantage. For viewers in the Edmonton area, Volleyball Canada is hosting the NORCECA Men's Final 6, September 19th to 23rd at the Edmonton Expo Center. This is your chance to see the up-and-coming men's national team athletes in action against their zonal rivals. Tickets are available now by visiting Ticketmaster.ca. So the U.S. is now only 15 points behind Turkey in the FIVB rankings with their performance here at the NORCECA Continental Championship. As we mentioned at the start of the tournament, that this is the third most valuable tournament that teams can participate in outside of the World Championships and the Olympics. And that's why all the nations participating sent their A-sides to this competition. The U.S. leading the gold medal final. Game 1, 10-5. Gayla Gonzalez plays it over. Carlini, and the attack off the left side by Larson is off the wipe and out. And the attack by Gayla Gonzalez. Dug by Wong Orentes. Free ball for the Dominicans. Here's the set. Back row attack. Braylon. And she hits it wide. Perez into the block. And the U.S. up 13-5. Carlini will get credited with the block kill. Checking into the game for the Dominican Republic, Bertenia de la Cruz. Last night when she checked in the fourth game against Canada, she served up 3 consecutive aces that really put Canada behind the 8 ball in that deciding set. Franti, 13 serving 5. And she catches the back of position 5 with an ace. And the Dominican Republic Down 9 points, calls timeout here to try to regroup and get a side out as the U.S. now has scored seven straight points, excuse me, after the Dominican Republic made it 7-5. It's now 14-5 in favor of the U.S. in game one. Retke with 4 points already in the game. Thompson 3, Franti 2, and Larson with 2. Gayla Gonzalez with 2 points on the other side for the Dominican Republic. Ali Franti serving, 14 serving 5. Dela Cruz with the dig. Castillo with the set for Dela Cruz. She'll play it over. Thompson with the overpass. Eva will hammer it home. Dela Cruz will play it over. Thompson. Carlini, back set for Retke, and she'll dump it over for the point. And the U.S. in control of this opening game, up 15-6. They're the Olympic champions for a reason. And in the next month or so, we'll attempt to qualify for Paris 2024. Retke with the service. Dela Cruz with the dig. Castillo with the set for Dela Cruz. And her attack is long. But it touches an American defender. And now the call is, yes, so there is some confusion here. Retke went back to serve. But Andrew Cameron, the Canadian official, the first official, indicates that it is a point for the Dominican Republic. Marte with the service. Here's Carlini setting. Larson with the attack. Here's Dela Cruz off the left side, and her attack is wide. The U.S. back up by 11, or excuse me, by 9. It is 16 serving 7. And a net service by Lauren Carlini. And it's 8 serving 16 now. Carlini with a big set for Obugu, who hammers it to the floor. What a great set. The ball was still on its upward trajectory before Chiaka hammers it to the court. Jordan Larson, 17 serving 8. Dela Cruz with the dig. Back set on the right side for Gayla Gonzalez. Here's the set for Franti. And Franti goes cross court but misses the line. Carlini with the set, and Thompson with the fireball for the point. Obugu serving for the U.S. 18 serving 9 here in the opening set of the gold medal final. Dela Cruz with the dig. Here's a set. Peralta off of the left side, and she goes cross court and scores for the Dominicans. Gayla Gonzalez serving. Larson with the dig. Carlini sets for Thompson, and it is off the wipe and out. And the U.S. up 9. Checking into the game for the USA, Micah Hancock and Andrea Drews. Coming out, Jordan Thompson and Lauren Carlini. Hancock to serve for the U.S. 9-point advantage for the States. And an ace for Hancock. She had an ace in yesterday's game, and on her first service of this gold medal final, picks up her first service ace. Eva with a hit blocked by Retke. Peralta, this time she'll find pay dirt. Off of the left side. (11 serving 20). Peralta. Hancock with the back set for Drews. Oh! And she goes cross court off of the right hand of Gayla Gonzalez. And the U.S. with the side out. Leading by 10, 21-11, game 1. Ali Franti, excuse me. Dela Cruz with an overpass, and Retke will play it to the floor. The U.S. 3 points away from taking the opening game of this championship final. 22 serving 11. Dela Cruz with the dig. Here is the set for Dela Cruz. Blocked by Drews. Dela Cruz again blocked by, this time by Retke. They're going to try it again. And a jousting match at the line. Drews with the up. Hancock with the set. Played over by Jordan Larson. Castillo. Dela Cruz with the swing that's wide. So the U.S. to within 2 points of taking game 1. And Ali Franti serving once again. Dela Cruz, Castillo, right side Gayla Gonzalez, diving to the floor is Franti to keep the ball alive for the States. A little tap over there by Larson. Back row attack by Peralta, dug by Wong Orantes. Franti plays it over on a free ball. A little tap into no man's land. Wong Orantes gets to the floor. Here's Drew with the swing. Malte keeps it alive. Right side attack by Gayla Gonzalez. Great dive there by Hancock. And off the wipe and out. Scoring is Jordan Larson for the U.S. And now they will serve for set point, the best rally of the match thus far. Players flying all over the court to keep the play alive and the rally going. And now Ali Franti serving for the set. Dela Cruz with a dig. Malte with the set. Dela Cruz goes up with the attack. And they catch fingers. So a side out for the Dominican Republic. Down by 12. 12 serving 24 in game 1. And Livell Eva serving for the Dominican Republic. And the service is long. Team USA takes game 1, 25-12, and leads this NORCECA Continental Championship final 1-0. When we come back, second set action. From Quebec City, you're watching the NORCECA Continental Championship on CBCSports.ca. Back here in Quebec City, the U.S. leads the Dominican Republic 1-0 after the first set at the NORCECA Continental Championship gold medal game. The U.S. winning game 1 in 21 minutes by a score of 25-12. Some key stats from that opening set. Dana Retke, 6 points, 5 kills, 1 blocked. Jordan Thompson, 5 points, 4 kills, 1 service ace. Larson, 3 kills. Franti, a service ace and a kill. Peralta, who came in as a substitution for the Dominican Republic, is their leading scorer, along with Gayla Gonzalez, both with 2 kills. The Dominicans had 7 attacking faults in that first game, compared to 2 by the United States. 6 blocking faults, compared to 1 by the U.S. So that paints the picture of the first game. And the Dominicans played late last night against Canada. And hopefully they can get a little bit of momentum here in the second game, or this may be a very quick match. So the U.S. won, Dominican Republic nothing. And it is Larson serving for the U.S. Marte sets for Ginnery, and Ginnery Martinez gets her first point of the game. Peralta, the outside hitter, serving. Franti taps it over. Marte with the set. And playing that over was Peña. Franti again. Dug by Peña. Marte over to Ginnery. Here's Braylon Martinez. She's blocked. Marte setting for Braylon. She'll go cross court. And Braylon Martinez makes it 2-0 USA. Excuse me, the Dominican Republic. As she went cross court against the USA. Peralta. Franti with a dig. The set. Obugu is denied. Carlini with the dig. Here's the set. The attack off the right side, Thompson. On the counter, that is Peralta. Here's Larson. Franti goes up with a big swing. Nice dig there by Castillo. And Braylon off the wipe and out on her attack. And the Dominican Republic leads the U.S. 3-0 in game 2. Peralta. 3-0. And a net serve for the side out for the U.S. Obugu serving for the U.S. It's 1 serving 3 here in game 2. U.S. up 1-0. Castillo with the dig. Marte with the back set. Ginnery Martinez comes around and hammers it off of Obugu for the point. Braylon Martinez serving now for the Dominican Republic. Franti with the dig. Here's the set. Thompson off the right side and off the touch and out. Side out for the U.S. And it's 2 serving 4. Jordan Thompson, who just scored, back to serve. Jump service. Peralta with some difficulty on this. It's a free ball as Castillo plays it over. Retke with the dig. Here's the set. Thompson goes across right off of Peralta, and a free ball. Castillo, boy, she has had an outstanding tournament. Thompson again, and once again, her fireball off of Braylon Martinez. This time, it goes straight into the net. But there was the replay of Brenda Castillo. She has been outstanding as a libero in this tournament. There was a reason why she was the player of the game. I actually thought that she could have been the player of the game against the U.S. in the loss. And she was all over the court. And a big swing by Yanquera Peña that catches a U.S. defender. And the Dominican Republic still up by 2. Ginnery with a service ace. Ali Franti unable to control that powerful serve. And this time, her service floats just a little long, as she was trying to catch the back corner of position 5. So Franti to serve for the U.S. 4 serving 6 in game 2. U.S. up 1-0. Marte with the set and the attack by Peña. Here is Thompson. She'll just dump it over. Marte with the dig. The set by Castillo. Played over by Peña. Here's Larson off the left side. And her attack is long. She was looking for her fingers. And it's 7-4 in favor of the Dominican, and they are serving. Niverka Marte, the captain. Franti with the reception. Here is the back row attack by Thompson. And she makes this Canadian crowd go boom, 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 boom. 7-5 Dominican Republic leading the U.S. Dana Retke serving. Castillo with the dig. Here is Marte. A little tap over by Peña. Thompson, Castillo. Here's Marte, and Peralta plays it over. Carlini for Larson. Cross court, and she scores. The U.S. within 1 of the Dominican Republic. 6 serving 7. Retke. Into the net. Side out for the Dominican Republic. And the DR up by 2. Yanquera Peña. Thompson. A big dig there by Marte. And that sets up Braylon Martinez on the attack. Franti from the back row, but it is an illegal attack. And a side out for the Dominican Republic. It's not a side out, as Peña had the previous serve, and this time she will serve long. And now the side out occurs, the U.S. serving. 7 serving 9. And speaking of 7, it's number 7, Lauren Carlini. Coming into the game, she had 59 sets and no faults in the tournament. Big swing by Braylon Martinez to reestablish the 3-point advantage for the Dominican Republic. Livelle Eve serving. The running jump serve coming up here behind position 5. Actually, not a running jump serve. She took 2 steps and put it into the net. Not for sure where she was starting her service that she was going to do a running jump. But she just took 2 steps and let it fly into the net. Jordan Larson for the U.S. Castillo with the serve receive. It's played over for the U.S. Franti to the back of position 1. And the States are within a point of the Dominican Republic here in game 2. It's 9 serving 10. And a net serve, so a side out. And the Dominican Republic, who have not trailed in the second game, maintain their advantage on the side out. 11 serving 9 here. Peralta. Oh, the Dominicans are asking why that was not 4 contacts by the U.S. And this time, oh, great dive there by Franti to keep the rally going. Martinez will get the point. But the Dominicans thought that there were 4 contacts on the U.S. previously in that rally. Same result, though. Point to the Dominican Republic, 12, serving 9. Peralta again. Thompson off of the tape. Marte, back set for Peralta. Peralta scores. 13-9, the Dominican Republic leads the U.S. And Peralta, who just scored, comes back to serve, but a timeout called by the U.S. to try to stem the momentum that the Dominican Republic has put together here, as they have scored 3 straight points to reestablish a 4-point advantage. Volleyball Canada would like to recognize the hard work of the local organizing committee here in Quebec City, including the staff at Université Laval. And they'd also like to thank all of the thousands of fans who have come out this week. It's been very well supported, this championship in Quebec City. Sellout for this gold medal final today. Last night we were just shy of a sellout for the Team Canada Dominican Republic game. And earlier today, in case you missed it, Team Canada, the home side, winning bronze over Cuba. The fans already in a festive mood as Ginnery goes up and puts it to the floor on the overpass. Carlini was going to play it, but Ginnery Martinez, using her long reach, taps the ball down to the floor. Longarentes with the dig. Here's Franti on the attack, and she scores to the front of position 5. Chiaka Obugu serving for the U.S. And the service is into the net. Side out for the Dominicans, up by 5. 15 serving 10. Braylon Martinez back to serve. Ginnery in the front row. That's Ginnery Martinez, number 21. Braylon's serve is about 10 centimeters too long. Substitution for the United States coming into the game. Andrea Drews, she will spell Lauren Carlini, and Micah Hancock will check into the game for Jordan Thompson. And Hancock will be back to serve here for the U.S. 11 serving 15. Game 2. 1-0 USA leading this championship final. Peralta with the dig. Malta with the set. And it will be 4 contacts by the Dominican Republic. So the U.S. cuts into the lead. 12 serving 15 now. Micah Hancock. And timeout called by the Dominican Republic. Now we have this moment. We will remind you that Volleyball Canada recognizes the contribution of their funding partners, the Government of Canada, Le Gouvernement du Québec, and thank their sponsors, Mikasa, Mizuno, Spieth America, and others, the Award Store. A little bit of Robert Charlebois playing on the loudspeakers here. And it was interesting. Haley Washington, the middle blocker for the U.S., number 15. She hasn't been in the game yet today. But one of the things she told USA Volleyball before coming to Quebec City is that she was really excited coming here because she loves traveling, getting to learn different languages and hearing different accents. And she was really excited to be coming to Canada and to Quebec City to hear the wonderful Quebecois accent. And today there's been a lot of Quebec music on the loudspeakers. Franti is denied there. Franti once again goes up, and she is blocked again by Ginnery. Ginnery Martinez with 2 consecutive blocks on the attack off the left side. And after the block, she'll be back to serve. 16 serving 12. Franti with the dig. Here's the set. Retke with a big swing. Braylon overpasses. Another big swing by Drews this time. And another quick recovery by the Dominicans. Here's Franti. She hammers it. And this time Ginnery unable to control as the ball almost hit the rafters here at the Amphithéâtre Desjardins Université Laval. And that gives you an idea of the force of that attack. 13 serving 16. Braylon Martinez with the successful attack off of Micah Hancock, the captain of Team USA. And the Dominican Republic back up by 4, 17 serving 13. Marte with the serve. The captain. Juan Arentes with the serve receive. Here's Larson on the attack. Braylon puts it up. Castillo with the pass. Left side for Pena. And she will score. Off the touch, and the U.S. will call a timeout here. Trailing by 5, down 18-13 in game number 2. So following tonight's game, there will be the announcement of the individual awards, which are essentially the all-star team for the championship. Followed by the medal presentation and then the trophy presentation. So we invite you to stay around for that as Team Canada will receive their bronze medals following this match. It's 1-0 Team USA leading. We're in game 2. And the Dominican Republic leading the States 18-13. And they have serve. Niverka Marte on the serve. Juan Arentes with the serve receive. The attack by Drew off the wipe and out. So Drews scores, and the U.S. back to within 4, down 14 serving 18. As Dana Retke moves to the back row to serve. Marte. Little tap over there by Eva. And it's wide. And the U.S. to within 3. Redke. Into the net. Side out Dominican Republic. 19 serving 15. Pena to serve for the Dominican Republic. The set for Larson. Peralta and her jousting at the line. Larson again. And a point for the Dominican Republic as it was off of the antenna. The attack. And the Dominican Republic first team to 20 points here in game 2, leading the U.S. by 5. Yanquera Pena. 20 serving 15. Franti with the reception. A quick hit there by Ogbugu. An overpass. The U.S. has a chance to make the Dominican Republic pay. Drews is blocked. And the Dominican Republic increase their advantage. A big swing by Drews. And Eva up for the block. Pena. 21 serving 15. Game 2. Once again, Drews with a fireball, but it hits a Dominican player and the rally continues. But we have an injured player. That is Yanquera Pena, who took the ball to the face, which allowed the rally to continue. And an injury timeout here on the floor. She wipes her face and is ready to go. It's 16 serving 21. Still the U.S. serving. Carlini. Castillo with the dig. Malte to Peralta. Diving to the floor is Carlini. Here's Thompson off the right side. She's blocked. Carlini with the recovery. Wongarentes to Thompson, who goes cross court for the point. U.S. 17, Dominican Republic 21. Carlini getting instructions from Kashkarali on the bench before she serves. A floater. Eva with the dig. In the set for Eva, and she makes the U.S. pay, hammering it off the upper part of the body of Carlini. And we have a substitution here for the Dominican Republic coming into the game, Madeline Guillen. (22 serving 17). Here's Thompson, and she will catch the back of corner, the back corner of position 1, and get the side out for the U.S. Checking into the game for the United States is number 27, Avery Skinner. She replaces Ali Franti. Eva back into the game for Madeline Guillen. Jordan Larson serving for the U.S. Skinner, number 27, an outside hitter, measures 1.86 m. Larson with a jump serve, 18 serving 22. U.S. down by 4. Marte with the set. Braylon with the attack off of Carlini. Here is Skinner, her first touch, and a point on the kill. The U.S. to within 3 of the Dominican Republic, 19 serving 22. Carlini Peralta with the reception. Here's a quick hit by Ginnery. Juan Arentes with the save. And off of the right side, Thompson. Right in front of Marte. And the U.S. to within 2 points of the Dominican Republic, who have been in control of this entire set. And timeout called by the DR, the U.S. trailing 22-20 as they inch their way back into this second game. It's been a good second game. The U.S. at one point was down 21-15, a 6-point deficit that they have now reduced to 2. Thompson with 6 points in this set for the U.S. Jordan Larson serving. Pena with the reception, and the attack is, it goes long. The attack went long. The initial decision was that it was an overhit. However, Andrew Cameron, the first official, agreed with the request of the Dominican Republic to review, and upon his reflection, the U.S. touched the ball, and it's a side out for the Dominicans. 23 serving 20. Skinner with the dig. Here's Skinner on the attack. And her hit is long. And now the Dominican Republic has a chance to serve set point. Leading game 2, 24-20, down 1-0 to the U.S. Perez. Here's Skinner with the big swing, and she catches the back of position 1. Side out for the U.S. It's 21 serving 24. Checking back into the game for the U.S. is Catherine Plummer, and she will serve here. No room for error. Margin for error for the U.S. is 0, as I mentioned. 21 serving 24 in game 2. Perez. Ginnery. Larson. Right side, Thompson. Castillo keeps it alive. Gonzalez to Braylon Martinez. Here is Skinner on the attack. Dug by Braylon. Castillo to Gonzalez. Right side, and it's off the wipe to the floor. The Dominican Republic take game 2, 25-21, and we are tied at 1 game apiece in this championship final at the NORCECA Volleyball Championship on cbcsports.ca.
value.
1-1 after 2 sets here at the gold medal match of the NORCECA Continental Championship here on cbcsports.ca. The Dominican with a much-needed victory after losing the first game 25-12. They come back and win game 2 25-21. And the scoring in that second set, again, Jordan Thompson for the U.S. with 6 points, all kills. Ginnery Martinez got on the board in that second set, 6 points, 4 attacks, 1 block, and 1 ace. Braylon Martinez with 5 points in that set. And on the game, Jordan Thompson leads all scorers with 11 points. Retke with 6 for the U.S. Braylon and Ginnery Martinez's each with 6 points. So we are tied 1-1 heading into game 3. Earlier today, if you missed it, Team Canada won bronze. And Puerto Rico defeated Costa Rica to finish 6th in this championship. Costa Rica will finish 7th as Puerto Rico won 3 sets to none, 25-13, 25-7, and 25-9 in that matchup. So the Dominican Republic serving to open up game 3. Marte. Here's Larson. Castillo. Right side, Peralta into the block. Jordan Thompson was right there. And the U.S. up 1-0. Larson. Eva dumps it over. Juan Garantes to the floor to play it up. Free ball here for the U.S. Larson. Carlini with a back set for Thompson. And an overpass by Braylon Martinez. And the attack by the U.S. is Franti into the block, and it catches the line. Side out for the Dominican Republic, 1-1. Pena on the service. Here is Thompson. She is blocked, but her attack is off the wipe and out, so a point for the U.S. Braylon Martinez up for the block. Chiaka Ogbugu serving for the U.S. Eva with the serve receive, and then tries to hammer it quickly down the pipe. The U.S. denies that. Eva again, and this time in front of Carlini. She'll score. 2-2. Eva will serve for the Dominican Republic here. Longarantes with the dig. Here's a quick set for Retke. Ginnery with the attack. That's off fingers. Carlini back set for Thompson. And she gets fingers. And the U.S. take a 1-point lead. Here's Thompson serving. Peralta just taps it over. Going cross court. And we're tied at 3 on the side out. Peralta. As there's some moisture on the floor on the U.S. side of the court, so the floor crew out to try to dry off the floor. And you see Larson in the bottom left of your screen, also wiping off the humidity. It is much more humid here in Quebec City as a tropical heat wave starts to settle in over Quebec. Franti catches fingers going down the line. 4-3 USA. And as the humidity increases, of course, outside, even with the powerful air conditioning here inside the venue, some humidity will remain on the floor. So, as a precaution, the players have been asking today for much more mopping of the floor than what has occurred over the 5 previous days of this tournament. A net serve, and we are tied at 4 on the side out. Braylon serving for the Dominican. Carlini for Larson. Braylon with the over pass. And the kill goes to the USA. And they're back up on top by a point. 5 serving 4. Dana Retke. She had 1 service ace against the Dominican Republic on Thursday night in the final game of pool play. And there's a second service ace against the Dominicans. The back in position 6. 6-4 USA. Castillo with the dig. Here's the quick hit by Ginnery. Larson plays it over, and she'll score! Looked very much like a free ball coming up here. She just played it over, and nobody from the Dominican Republic made a move for the ball. Pena and Castillo looked at each other as the ball fell to the court. 7-4 USA, their largest lead of the set. A little tap by Braylon. Thompson gets to the floor, pancakes it, but it goes off of the net and falls back down to the court. Side out for the Dominican Republic. So Ginnery Martinez will serve, and again, a little bit of work being done on the U.S. floor, side of the floor. And you see that right now Juan Orentes is on the floor helping as well. Good thing that we're not playing this over at Centre Videotron, the hockey arena, as the ice is in now for the Quebec Empire of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, and that, anytime you put the floor down when there's this type of humidity in the air, it becomes really slick. And with the number of bodies that fell to the court at the end of the last attack by the Dominicans, there's no surprise that the moisture needs to be absorbed. Five serving 7. Ginnery Martinez into the net. Side out for the U.S., and they're back up by 3. Lauren Carlini, the setter, is back to serve for the U.S. Peralta with the dig. Here is the set and the attack by Pena. Off the fingers and out. And the Dominican Republic is back to within 2. 6 serving 8. Marte serving. Carlini with the set and the attack by Thompson. Tapped at the line by Braylon. And right into the block. Ogbugu with the kill off of the block. Side out for the U.S. 9 serving 6. Jordan Larson serving. And Pena's attack off of the right side does not catch fingers. And it's wide and long. The U.S. up by 4. And timeout called by the Dominican Republic. And while we have this moment, we would like to remind you that viewers in the Edmonton area and across Alberta, that Volleyball Canada is hosting the NORCECA Men's Final 6, September 19th to 23rd at the Edmonton Expo Center. And this is your chance to see the up-and-coming men's national team athletes in action against their zonal rivals. Tickets are available now at ticketmaster.ca. So the U.S. and the Dominican Republic in this gold medal final for the NORCECA Continental Championship. Tied at 1 game apiece. 10-6. The U.S. leads game 3. Full house here in Quebec City. It's been great to see the crowds come out and support volleyball. This level of volleyball that doesn't come to Canada all that often with the Continental Championship. And in fact, last Sunday when Team Canada's women's national team played here in Quebec was the first time that the women's national team had played in Quebec City in over 40 years. Here's Thompson. She is stuffed by Peralta. The Dominican Republic down by 4. 7 serving 11. Carlini with the backside. Thompson just taps it over. Eva plays it up. Here is Braylon Martinez. Carlini. Thompson. And she will catch the line on the far side. And the U.S. back up by 5. 12 serving 7. Ogbugu back to serve for the U.S. And the service into the net. So again, the players just trying to take the humidity off the floor. And we've been very fortunate here that we've had below seasonal normal temperatures in the Quebec region this week. As Eva puts it into the net, back-to-back side outs on net services. So we haven't had to face humidity as being a challenge for the venue. As normally this time of the year, the temperature's still in the high 20s with the humidex in the low to mid 30s, and we're back towards almost 40 degrees today with the humidex. As the attack by Braylon is just in front of Justine Wong-Orentes, and the Dominican Republic gets the side out. Peralta back to serve. 9 serving 13. Larson. Carlini, back set for Retke, and her attack is just long. The Dominicans reduce the deficit to 3. Peralta with the serve. Carlini back set. Thompson plays it over. Here's Braylon Martinez. She gets fingers, and it's As she does not get fingers, excuse me, it hit the tape and bounced up and out. I thought that it hit an American defender on the way through at the line, but it's a side out for the States, and they're up by 4. Franti with the serve. Here's Braylon Martinez. Franti with the dig. Carlini with the back set. Retke. Oh, going to the floor there was Pena. And Larson put her hand up to try to stop an attack from scoring, and as a result, it goes off of her out of bounds, and a side out for the Dominican Republic. And actually, it went off of the block at first, and that's why Jordan made a play for it. Braylon serving, Franti with the dig. Carlini with the pass to the left side for Jordan Larson, and her attack is wide. Oh, excuse me, it goes off of the touch and out, so it is a successful attack for the U.S. And the U.S. extends its lead to 4 points. Retke. A running serve. Just long. Castillo jumped up and just missed the ball. Checking into the contest for the Dominican Republic, Geraldine Gonzalez, number 11, excuse me. She measures 2 meters and is a middle blocker. The Dominican Republic down by 3, 12 serving 15 as we are at the midway point of the third game. Ginnery Martinez, Larson to Carlini, who sets for Larson. Free ball for the Dominicans. Here's Pena. Off of the block, Larson sets, back row attack by Franti, that is denied. Larson plays it over. Braylon Martinez, free ball here for the U.S. Carlini with the set, back set for Thompson. Great play by Ginnery Martinez to keep the ball alive. Here's Pena, that plays it over. Carlini with a quick dump. Great rally as it's played over by Marte. Free ball for the U.S. Carlini dumps it to the floor. The U.S. with a 4-point advantage after a long rally where players on both sides of the court were making spectacular plays to keep the ball alive. Ginnery Martinez on the far side. So the opposite to us at position, the line between position 1 and 2, and a couple of big plays. And Juan Arente is the libero for the U.S. also, with some outstanding plays as we get a look at the long rally here while the floor is being maintained. That was incredible. (16 serving 12). Carlini with the service off of the net. Oh, a big swing by Braylon Martinez. And the kill reduces the deficit for the Dominican Republic to 3. 13 serving 16. Yeneris Rodriguez serving for the DR. Carlini with the set. Thompson plays it over. And the attack by Pena into the block. And it's a great block by the U.S. Thompson on the left side, I believe, gets the block. Although Ogugu was there as well. The U.S. leads 17-13. Avery Skinner checks into the game for the U.S. Serving Jordan Larson. Right side attack, Pena. She floats it long. U.S. 18 serving 13. when we come back, because the Dominican Republic calls a timeout to see if they can break this run up by the United States in a very competitive third game of this championship final. Jordan Thompson, again, the leading scorer in the match amongst all players, but also as a leading scorer in this set with 5 points. She did get credit for the last block. She has 3 kills and 2 stuff blocks in this set. Braylon Martinez with 4 kills. Larson with 3 kills. And Peralta with a block and a kill. Yanquera Peña with 2 points on the attack in this set for the DR. The U.S. so far outscoring the Dominican Republic 37-30 on the attack. There's an overpass by Yanquera, and it is hammered right back to the floor on the Dominican side by the U.S., and it's now a 6-point advantage for the States. 19 serving 13. Larson. Braylon Martinez plays it over. Carlini with the dig. Juan Arentes with the pass, and a big swing by Skinner, but a great play by Peralta to keep the ball alive. Here's Carlini. Back set, Thompson, and this time the ball ends up sitting on the knee of Braylon Martinez before falling to the floor. Team USA, first team to 20 points in Game 3 with a 7-point advantage. 20 serving 13. Larson catches the tape, but Peralta with the dig. Here's a set for Peralta. Juan Arentes on the over bump. Here's Peralta into the block, and down to the floor it goes. Obugu and Thompson setting up the line of the front row. And it is Thompson who will most likely get credited for the stuff block. U.S. 21, Dominican Republic 13. Castillo with the dig. Here's the hit by Geraldine Gonzalez for the point. 7-point deficit for the Dominicans. They need a big run here. They probably need 4 or 5 points. Company Creole being played. And the fans keep singing as the play gets underway. Carlini to Obugu. Here's Martinez. Braylon off of the wiping out. And they're within 6 points. Carlini to Skinner with a big swing. 22-15, the U.S. on top. Hancock checks into the game for Obugu. Hancock with a service ace back in Game 1. And she gets a second one here at the back of position 6. USA 23, Dominican Republic 15 in Game 3. U.S. within 2 points of moving to within 1 game of the championship. Marte will just tap it over, but it hits the antenna, and that brings up set point for the USA. Micah Hancock serving for the set, into the net. So a side out for the Dominican Republic. 16 serving 24. Obugu back into the game as Hancock steps out. Eva will serve for the Dominican Republic. Larson with the dig. Carlini with the set. And the attack by Skinner is blocked. Ginnery Martinez with the stuff. Seven-point deficit. Ava with the serve. Here's Thompson. Pena. Martinez blocked. Up by Ginnery. Ginnery Martinez scores. 18 serving 24. Ava, 18 serving 24. And a service ace. Larson just mishandled the serve. 19 serving 24. And Team USA requests a timeout here. Leading by 5 points, but not sure that Kashkarali wants the Dominicans to get much closer here. So he does ask for a stoppage. A reminder, at the end of the game, stay tuned for the tournament individual awards, followed by the medal presentations. Canada will receive their bronze medal. The silver medal will be presented to one of these two teams, and another team will be crowned NORCECA Continental champions. Ava continues service here, 19 serving 24. And her service goes long. Team USA wins game number 3, 25-19, and leads this best of 5 championship 2-1, and a chance to win gold when we come back to Quebec City. You're watching the 2023 NORCECA Continental Championship on cbcsports.ca. a Université Laval tradition, Sweet Caroline, normally played at the end of 3/4 of the football games at Stade Tellus, just next door to us here at the Amphithéâtre Desjardins. And the Université Laval, if you're tuning in from elsewhere around the world, a dominant football program in Canadian university football. In fact, the most decorated program, despite the fact that it is only 25, actually make that just under 25 years old. A program that was brought back in the late 90s. And as you've noticed, a lot of ads on the broadcast for Paris 2024. Alberto Furtado, who is the head of operations for the volleyball installations at the Paris Games, is here, and he'll be presenting at the end of the match today. But a reminder that CBC is Canada's Olympic network. From July 26th to August 11th, 2024. Join us for the Paris Olympics right here on CBC, cbcsports.ca, and all of the digital platforms. And of course, the 2024 Paralympic Games are also on CBC. From August 28th till September the 8th. And we are underway in game number 4. The Dominicans score first, trailing 2-1. Jordan Thompson, the leading scorer so far with 18 points in the game. Braylon Martinez with 11 for the Dominican Republic. Peralta had difficulty with that attack by the U.S., so a free ball for the States. Thompson, she's blocked by Ginnery. Martinez going to the floor. Peralta, here's Braylon Martinez playing it over. Franti, Thompson from Carlini, and the U.S. will score. No, excuse me. The U.S. went wide on the attack, and the Dominican Republic have a 2-0 lead. Peralta, 2-0 in game 4. Wongarentes with the dig, Thompson with the attack. And it's a free, and actually I was going to say a free ball, but a good play by Pena to play it over. Ginnery to the floor. Malte, left side for Braylon. Here's Franti from the back row, and it's in. One serving 2 here in game 4. Good look at Jordan Larson. As she serves, Castillo with the reception. Braylon into the block. Castillo up, Braylon just volleys it over. Wongarentes with the pass to Franti. Pena gets to it. Castillo just in front of the stands was able to play it back across, but Peralta dove to try to have the continuation, but the ball goes off of her right hand and out of bounds. There's Castillo. And it didn't go out of bounds, excuse me. She went out of bounds. The ball didn't cross a line. Well, these two teams are going at it hard. Whoever wins this championship will be full value for the effort this week, as Larson with a service ace. The U.S. up 3-2. Larson, that's her first ace of the game. Marte sets for Ginnery. Longarentes, Larson, Carlini free ball. Marte back set for Ginnery. And her attack misses the back corner of position 5. The U.S. up by 2. We're early on in game 4. U.S. with a chance to win the championship in this game. Up 2-1. Jordan Thompson. Peralta, Malte. Braylon into the block. Ogbugu gets her hands into the ball and drops it back to the Dominican side of the floor. U.S. 5, Dominican 2. Castillo sets for Braylon, too tight to the net, and it hits the antenna. And the U.S. with a 4-point advantage early on in game 4. Timeout called by the Dominican Republic. It's been a great week here in Quebec City. Want to thank everybody who's been tuning in from across Canada and around the world here on cbcsports.ca. Well, we've got a moment here. We'd like to thank and give a shout out, special shout out to the Access Productions team that has brought you the sights and sounds of this championship. Executive producer Jeff Bouchard, the producer of our English broadcasts here on cbcsports.ca, Simon Fortin. On radiocanada.ca, the French broadcast produced by Pierre-Alexandre Pelletier. Our sideline camera, Fred Matt, and our main play-by-play camera, Philippe Papillon. We'd like to thank them for all of their work this week in bringing you the sights and sounds of this Confederation Championship. The brain trust of our French color commentator over on Radio Canada Sport, Gilles Epine, who approached Université Laval and Volleyball Canada to bring this event to Quebec City. And we're very fortunate that he did have that vision. Free ball for the U.S. here as Pena plays it over. Carlini with the set, and Ogbugu puts it into the net. Side out for the Dominican Republic. This has always been a volleyball market here in Quebec City, and it has shown it this week. The hospitality, the athletes enjoying their time, the coaches loving the fact that it's a 5-minute walk to the hotel. And when we had thunderstorms the other day, there were shuttles moving the teams around. Franti goes cross court to give the U.S. their 7th point of this 4th game, leading 7-3. Ogbugu to serve for the U.S. Castillo with the serve receive. And the attack by Pena is successful. Just inside the corner of position 5. Ginnery Martinez with the serve off of the tape, and it's an ace. The net took just enough off of the service that it fell between Retke and Franti. Ginnery serving again, 5 serving 7. And this time, she goes wide, position 5. Side out for the U.S. Jordan Thompson serving for USA. Marte with a quick little dump over, and she'll score. Right in no man's land between 3 and 6. Gayle Gonzalez checks back into the game. spelling Peralta. Peralta will exit the contest with 5 points, 4 kills, and 1 block. Here's Retke with a come around, and she scores at the back of 5. US 9, Dominican Republic 6. Ali Franti. And miscommunication between Franti and Wong Arentes. The two collide. And the Dominican Republic inched to within 2 of the United States here in Game 4. They must win this game to force the 5th and final set. If not, the USA will be crowned Continental champions. Back set for Retke, and she comes across off of Gayla Gonzalez. A nice kill. And Retke will move to the back row to serve. It's 10 serving 7 here in Game 4. Braylon will just dump it over. Braylon Martinez picks up her 12th point of the game. Ava with the serve, 8 serving 10. And a lift called against Wong Arentes, or a double contact. And the Dominican Republic reduces the deficit to 1, 9 serving 10. Franti with the dig, Larson sets cross court for Thompson, and she is blocked. Gayla Gonzalez, that's Ginnery Martinez. 21 with the block, and we're tied at 10. Lauren Carlini saying to her teammates on the floor, it's okay, calm down. We're in good shape here. Eva with the service. Carlini just taps it over. Malte to Braylon. She taps it back over the line. Here's Larson going up for the attack. Dug by Eva, but right onto the U.S. side of the court. Here's Obugu, and she will get the point for the U.S., who reestablishes their 1-point advantage. USA 11, Dominican Republic 10. Carlini serving. Malte sets for Gonzalez. Here's Larson. She'll play it to the back in the middle of position 1. It comes back over to the U.S. side. Right side, that was Thompson. Here's Braylon Martinez. And we're tied at 11. Franti dove for the ball, but it was redirected on the way through to her. Gayla Gonzalez with the service. 11-all. Game 4. Thompson. Here's Braylon. And she scores. That ball might have been going long, but Franti didn't want to take a chance. Gets her hand on it. And the ball falls to the playing surface. The Dominican Republic now up by 1. 12 serving 11. And timeout called by Team USA. So the Dominican Republic up by 1 here in Game 4. What a championship final. What a championship final here in Quebec City. It's been an exciting game. American fans, Dominican fans, Canadian fans, Cuban fans in the building. It's been a great week. We know that Team Costa Rica is in the building as well. They're sitting just below us. And just been a wonderful, wonderful week of culture and sport here in Quebec City. Thompson with the attack. Castillo with the dig. Oh, that was a great one. And here's Braylon. She scores! Braylon Martinez scores the point, but Brenda Castillo started that all off. The libero is having another great game. 13 serving 11. Longarentes with the dig. Here's Larson with the attack. It's blocked at the line. Castillo sets for Braylon Martinez. Longarentes with the dig. Carlini with the back set. Thompson with the kill. And that's the way that the U.S. responds to the Dominican on the big score on the last rally. Thompson with her 18th point of the match. 14th kill. Larson serving for the U.S. 12 serving 13, Game 4. U.S. can win the championship here. Ginere Martinez with the kill. Substitution for the Dominican Republic. Checking back into the game, Madeline Guillen, giving Braylon Martinez a time to cool down and recover on the sidelines. Longarentes with the dig. Here's Franti. Castillo, Marta, and Peña gets the point. Serving 12. Thompson, and her attack is just long. And she is not happy about that call. The U.S. down by 4. And timeout called by the USA. A crazy championship final here. The U.S. up 2-1. The Dominican Republic leading Game 4, 16-12. A look inside the Dominican bench. Marcos Quake, the head coach, talking with his team. One thing I noticed with the Dominicans, in spending a little bit of time with them, going back and forth between venues, is just how close-knit they are. And I think that goes without saying for all the teams. But as they mentioned to me yesterday, you know, they do have the support of their nation behind them, and when they're at home, they get great crowds. But it is a nation that doesn't have the same resources as Canada and the United States. So every time that they can go toe-to-toe with a nation like the U.S. and Canada, it brings them tremendous pride. As Franti's attack is long, and it's 17 serving 12. The Dominican Republic on top. Guillen almost with an ace there. Here's Thompson with the free ball. Castillo, Marte, and a block there by Thompson. She comes over the top and taps the ball to the court, and 2 touches by the Dominicans. Gets a side out for the U.S. Returning into the game for the U.S., Andrea Drews. She will replace Jordan Thompson. And Avery Skinner comes in for Ali Franti. Chiaka Obugu serving for the U.S. Excuse me, there is a substitution on the Dominican side as well. And that will be Gayla Gonzalez. Excuse me, it will be Braylon Martinez coming back into the contest for Madeline Guillen. And now that the substitutions have been properly recorded, we are ready to resume play. Chiaka Ogubu. (13) serving 17, and it's just long. Just long. Ginnery Martinez, 18, serving 13. And that was not what the Dominicans wanted. They want to keep their momentum up. The U.S. gets the side out, back to within 4. And Andrea Drews to serve. Drews 2 points on the night. Castillo with the dig. Marte, left side for Pena, off the wipe it out. The DR leads 19-14 in this 4th game. The captain, Niverka Marte, to serve. Oh, Juan Arentes gets the ball, and then Skinner goes cross court for the side out. Almost an ace, but it turns around quickly into a U.S. point. Justine Wong Arentes with a fantastic serve receive. Avery Skinner with a net service in the Dominican Republic. First team to 20 points in this 4th game. They must win this to force the 5th and deciding set. They're 5 points away from doing that. The U.S. 10 points away from a NORCECA Continental Championship. Back row attack, a big swing by Drews is a good one. And Andrea Drews with her 3rd kill of the game brings the U.S. back to within 4, 16 serving 20. Dana Retke. Castillo with the dig. Marte setting for Braylon, and she'll tap it to the floor off of a U.S. defender. The Dominican Republic lead 21-16 in this fourth game. That's an appropriate song, Lâche pas, Don't Give Up, by Margeau. And that's what the Dominicans are hoping to be inspired by. Up by 5 here in game 4. Marte, back set, Gaila Gonzalez. And her attack is long. 17 serving 21. Coming up here for the U.S. Lauren Carlini. The U.S. leads this match 2-1. But they are down by 4 to the Dominicans late in game 4. Gaila Gonzalez. Good dig there by Skinner. And the attack by Drews is long. She thought that there may have been hands. But Brayling got her hand out of the way. And the Dominican Republic 3 points away from forcing a 5th and final game in this championship. Gaila Gonzalez. Here's Drews with a little tap at the line. Castillo with the pancake. Braylon plays it over. Here's Larson, left side, she's denied! Ginnery Martinez. And again, Castillo, and she may be the top libero in this tournament. Yeah, if I got to vote, that's who I would be voting for. She's impressed me in all the matches that she has played. Here's Drew, she'll tap it over, Marte. Castillo passes over to Gonzalez. Carlini setting for Larson. Dug by Pena, Marte now. Back set for Ginnery Martinez, and she scores! And the Dominican Republic are within 1 point of forcing a 5th game. Now, we said off the top this was to buckle in, folks. This could be an exciting one. And it is. And now a late substitution. Geraldine Gonzalez checking into the match for Niverka Marte. And she'll take her position in the front row. Gonzalez measuring 2 meters. Has about 20 centimeters on her teammate. Larson with the dig. Here's the set. Ogbugu, and she puts it down in front of Gaila Gonzalez. And the U.S. with the side out. Still trailing by 6 points. But never count the Olympic champs out. They have to run the table here, but that's not impossible. They've done it earlier in the game. Here's Larson with the jump serve. Marte with the set for Ginnery. An over bump, and here's Ginnery's second attempt, and her attack is long. And the U.S. to within 5, 19 serving 24. Timeout called by the Dominican Republic. And a hush grows over the venue here as the two teams enter into a conference. The Dominican Republic leads Team USA in Game 4, 24-19. The U.S. with serve and leading this match 2-1. Jordan Larson serving to try to extend the set. Marte taps it over, and the Dominican Republic have forced Game 5 with a 25-19 victory in this fourth set. So when we come back, the NORCECA Continental Championship will be decided. It's 2-2, USA, Dominican Republic on cbcsports.ca.
The value.
We knew that this was going to be an exciting match before it started. The 9th-ranked team in the world in the Dominican Republic, the number 2 ranked team on the planet and defending Olympic champions, the United States of America. And they have not disappointed. 2-2 after 4 games, and not much to separate these two teams. Game 1, the U.S. won 25-12. The Dominican Republic win game 2, 25-21. The U.S. wins game 3, 25-19. And then the Dominican Republic wins by that same score in game 4. And that sets up this 5th and deciding set. Jordan Thompson, the leading scorer in the match, with 19 points. 15 kills, 3 blocks, 1 service ace. Braylon Martinez for the Dominican Republic, 16 kills, 1 block. Ginnery Martinez, 13 points, 8 kills, 3 blocks, 2 service aces. And we are set to get underway here in game number 5. Skinner with a big swing. It is Doug. Carlini, back set. And Jordan Thompson is stuffed by Braylon Martinez. Yanquera Peña, second straight service for the Dominican Republic, up 1-0. The attack by Thompson. Well, that could have been 2 contacts there on the Dominicans. Here's Skinner. She's denied by Gayla Gonzalez. Two 2-0, the Dominicans lead. First team to 15 points wins. Skinner with the dig. Arentes with the set. Thompson with the attack, and boy, you want to talk about a fireball. That attack, once it hit the court, landed 4 rows deep. And the stands are about 6 meters off the baseline. Marte with the set, Braylon with the attack. Carlini with the block, and it's tapped to the court by Eve. 3-1, the Dominican Republic lead. Eva, who just scored, serving for the Dominican Republic. 3-1 in this 5th and final set. Skinner with the dig. Here's the set for Skinner. She'll just play it over. Going to the floor was Braylon. Back set. Here's Gonzalez. Carlini setting for Thompson. She'll just dump it over. Gonzalez with the up. Marte sets. Braylon with the attack. Wong Arentes with the dig. Here's Skinner. That is dug by Pena. Left side, Braylon. Here is Washington, who comes around and hammers it to the floor. Haley Washington into the game and scores her first point of the contest. The player who was looking forward to coming to Quebec to hear the language, to learn some of the slang, as she said, or as we say in Quebec, joual. She just scores to get the side out. The U.S. down by 1. 2 serving 3. Game 5. Larson. Here's Malte with the set. Ginnery with the attack. Larson to the court. Here's Thompson. And her attack is wide and long. (4-2) for the Dominican Republic on the side out. Gayla Gonzalez to serve. Here's a quick over by Carlini. Carlini with the point for the U.S. Their third of the set. It's 3 serving 4. Haley Washington, the middle blocker, measuring 1.90 m. Pena with the reception. Braylon plays it over. Here's the back set, Redkey. Gonzalez goes to the floor. Castillo with the set. Here's Braylon again off the left side. Now Cook with the attack. And the U.S. ties it up 4-all. What a show here in Quebec City in this final. 4-4, 5th game. Haley Washington, her second consecutive service. Pena with the dig. Malte with the back set for Gonzalez. She scores! The Dominican Republic with the kill. Take a 5-4 lead. Madeline Guillen checks in for the Dominicans, the serving specialist. Five serving 4. Cook with the dig. Carlini plays it over, and it's just wide. The U.S. approach. First official, Andrew Cameron, asking if he would reconsider. They thought that caught the line. It was clearly out on the replay. Not by much, though. Madeline Guillen, 6 serving 4. Cook with the dig. Here's a set for Cook off the left side, and her attack is no, she got fingers. And now the Dominicans will ask for a revision. And Andrew Cameron says no. So checking back into the game is Braylon Martinez. Ian heads back to the bench. It's 5 serving 6. Carlini for the U.S. Marte with the set. Pena. She gets fingers. And although Wong Arentes tried to keep the ball alive, it was to no avail. And the Dominican Republic have their 2-point advantage again. We are 1 point away from the technical timeout that will see the teams change side. Checking in is Perpeña de la Cruz. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, yesterday she had 3 service aces in that critical 4th set against Canada. Jump serve into the net. Side out USA. 7-6. Ginnery Martinez back in as De La Cruz checks out. Kelsey Cook serving for the U.S. Dug by Pena. Castillo for Gayla Gonzalez. Dug by Cook. Here's Thompson. Castillo on the overbump, and Retke makes the Dominicans pay for that one. We're tied at 7. This match could not be any closer. 7-7, 5th game. 2-2 the score. To determine the NORCECA Continental champions. Malte with the set. Pena with the attack that gets fingers. And the Dominican Republic at the technical timeout will take an 8-7 lead. The teams change sides here midway through this 5th and final game, with the Dominicans up by 1. Thompson still the leading scorer for the U.S. and in the game with 20. Braylon Martinez with 18 points. Ginnery with 13. Retke with 10 points. And in this 5th set, Cook with a pair of points. Yanquera Pena with 2. Gayla Gonzalez with 2 points. The Dominican Republic serving. 8 serving 7. Carlini. Plummer. And here's Pena. That was Skinner, excuse me. I said Plummer. That's Skinner, number 27 off of the left side, into the block of the Dominican Republic. Up by 2. 9 serving 7. And timeout called by Karshkarali and Team USA, as the Dominican Republic are within 6 points of winning the NORCECA Continental Championship here in Quebec City. Post-game, after the celebration, we will have the post-game awards. We'll go through the individual awards, then the medal presentations and the trophy presentation. Lots of dignitaries here. There are 3 or 4 delegations from official representatives from the various countries, such as the Consul General of the U.S. Embassy, Danielle Monosson, who is here today, cheering on the U.S. Here's Thompson. She's blocked, but the block goes out off of Pena. And the U.S. back to within 1. It's 8 serving 9. And here's Retke. Dug by Pena. Here's the set. Braylon with the kill. Braylon Martinez puts the Dominican Republic to within 5 points of a Continental Championship. 10-8, the Dominican Republic leading the United States of America here in this fifth set. Yanquera Pena Isabel. Serving. 10 serving 8. Cook with the dig. Carlini with the back set. Thompson with the attack that's long. It missed the far side. And the Dominican Republic up by 3. Timeout USA. Brenda Castillo, 18 digs on the game, 9 receptions, so 26 attempts. She only has 1 fault. And then on the other side of the floor, Juan Arentes for the U.S., the libero, 13 digs, 5 faults, 10 receptions, 28 attempts in this contest. And those two, it's between the two of them who is going to be the best libero in this tournament. And as I mentioned, I think Castillo should win it. Checking into the game for the U.S. Drews as she replaces Thompson. 8 serving 11. 11 serving 8 as the ball just comes over the net. Here's Drews with the swing into the net, and the Dominican Republic lead 12-8. Pena serving. Carlini with the back set. Here's Drews. She's blocked by Martinez. Braylon. And it's 13. The score is now 9 serving 12. Drew's service is long. Now it's 13 serving 9. Eva serving for the Dominican Republic. 2 points for match victory. Carlini with the back set. Washington with the slam to the floor. Avery Skinner serving. Ten serving 13. U.S. with a side out on the hitting error, the U.S. committing, and now the Dominican Republic serves for the match. Gayla Gonzalez to serve. Geraldine Gonzalez subs in for Marte on the front row. The crowd rising to its feet here in Quebec City. Gayla Gonzalez with the serve. Cook with the dig. Carlini with the back set. Washington plays it over, and she scores. Side out for the U.S. 11 serving 14. Marte checks back into the game as Gonzalez was put on the front row there in a defensive measure. The captain back in for the Dominican Republic. And a timeout by the DR. They're 1 point away. A side out here, they win the championship. for the U.S., the defending Olympic champs, won't go away easily here. What an incredible finish to a great tournament. And fans in Edmonton, you should be buying tickets right now at Ticketmaster.ca for the NORCECA Men's Final Six tournament coming up at the Edmonton Expo Center September 19th to 23rd, because this is the type of entertainment that you will see. Haley Washington, who just scored for the U.S., serving to avoid elimination. 11 serving 14. Pena, Marte, Ginnery. Here's Carlini. The set for Cook, and the point for the U.S. It's now 12 serving 14. The plot thickens. Haley Washington, second consecutive service. A good serve dug by Pena. Marte tries to play it over, but it's blocked by Retke. And it's now 13 serving 14. The U.S. back to within one. And a timeout called by the Dominican Republic. The fans are on their feet in Quebec City. I don't think anybody could have scripted this final to go the way that it has. The U.S. dominated game one. The DR comes back with a big win in game two. The U.S. wins game three. Dominican Republic wins by 5 in game 4, and it's a 1-point differential here. Dominican Republic still a side away from winning the championship. U.S. serving 13-14. Here's Washington's serve. Pena with the dig. Here's Braylon Martinez for the win! And the Dominican Republic are the champions of the NORCECA Continental Championship in 2023. The number 9 ranked team in the world has just knocked off the Olympic champs, the number 2 ranked team in the world, the United States of America, in 5 games. Set scores: 12-25, 25-21, 19-25, 25-19, and 15-13. In a game that takes 1 hour and 48 minutes to complete. Jordan Thompson finishes the game with 21 points for the U.S. in a losing cause. The leading scorer in the game, Braylon Martinez with 20. Ginnery Martinez with 13 points to lead the Dominican Republic to the NORCECA Continental Championship. Congratulations to the Dominican Republic. champions of this Continental event in Quebec City. Let's go down now to Samuel Doyon for the post-game ceremonies. Oh, we're not quite ready to go to Simon yet. We'll be there in just a moment for the post-game ceremonies, and we will begin with the individual awards. Top spiker, best blocker, second best blocker, best receiver, server, digger, libero, and my money, I'm going to say it again, my money is the best libero is Brenda Castillo from the Dominican Republic. Best opposite, the best scorer, and then the MVP of the championship, followed by the medal presentations. And we're just waiting for the net to be taken down so that the presentations can begin. The Dominicans going down to each end of the building to thank their fans. And some of the fans who have made their way from Boston up in the northwest corner of the building, that's where the Dominicans were saluting the fans just a moment ago. Some of those fans from the Boston area, Dominican natives who came up to speak with us yesterday and enjoying their time here in La Vieille Capitale of Quebec City. So once the nets are down, we'll be able to begin the medal ceremony here. And while we've got a moment here, would like to thank you all for tuning in throughout the week that we've been here in Quebec City for this NORCECA Continental Championship on CBC Sports. And I would like to once again recognize the production team that has made the broadcasts on cbcsports.ca available to fans across Canada and around the world. The executive producer of the NORCECA Championships on cbcsports.ca is Jean-François Bouchard from Access Production. The producer of our English stream, Simon Fortin. The producer of our stream on radiocanada.ca, Pierre-Alexandre Pelletier. Our mobile camera, who is being used extensively right now down on the court, Fred Matt. And our main camera up here in the booth has been led by Philippe Papillon throughout the week. So thank you to the Access team here in Quebec City for bringing all of the sights and sounds and the excitement of this championship to you. And as you can see, the medals and trophies are out on the court as we prepare for the closing ceremony of this championship. It'll be just a few more moments' time as not sure why the chairs are being turned away from the cameras, but regardless, the dignitaries will be there and we'll get great shots of the back of their head here on our broadcast. The Dominican Republic defeat the United States in 5 games to claim this championship. An exciting 15-13 win in the 5th and deciding set. Those are the bronze medals. There are the gold medals that will go to the Dominican Republic, and there are the silver medals that will go to Team USA. Team Canada earlier today earned bronze with a 3-game sweep of Cuba. So Team Canada will come down and accept their medals in a few moments' time. As the Dominicans have headed off the court for just a few moments' time. They'll be back for the medal ceremony. Down in the far corner, we see Brenda Castillo signing a lot of autographs to young fans. Here she's trying to make her way to the locker room as we await the opening or the beginning of the championship ceremonies here. And we'll be with you right through the ceremony because we know we have fans from the Dominican Republic watching this evening and who are interested to see their championship team hoist the trophy and receive their medals. And while we're doing that, while we're waiting, let's just take a deep dive into the stats from today's game. So, the individual stats, we looked at the scoring leaders. The best attacker is Braylon Martinez with 18 kills. Thompson with 17 for the United States. The best blocker, Thompson with 3 stuff blocks on the game and 1 rebound. Jennery Martinez, 3 stuff blocks, 5 faults, 3 rebounds on 11 attempts. Retke for the United States, 2 stuffs, 4 faults, 6 rebounds, and 12 on 12 attempts. And Ogugu from the U.S., 2 stuffs, 5 faults, 3 rebounds, and 10 attempts on 10 attempts. The U.S. Heading off to the locker room to get their podium wear for the closing ceremonies. The fans giving the United States team a warm reception on the way out. Game stats, the U.S. 60 points on the attack. The Dominican Republic 53. The U.S. committed 25 attacking faults. The DR 22. Both the U.S. had 77 attack attempts. The Dominican Republic 72. On the block side, the Dominican Republic 9 blocks, the U.S. 8. The DR with 21 faults compared to the U.S.'s 13. And on service, the U.S. with 7 service aces compared to 3 by the DR. But the U.S. also had 14 faults compared to 12 by the Dominican Republic. The U.S. 28 opponent errors. The Dominican Republic 31 on the match. And quite a game here to determine the gold medal at the NORCECA Continental Championship. And it shouldn't be much longer before we begin the closing ceremony, including the medals and trophies presentations and the individual awards for the top players of the tournament. And we are going to continue to stay here until through the end of the ceremony as the dignitaries head out onto the court now. We have Julie Dion, the athletic director at Université Laval, Jean-Noël Corriveau, the head of the Rouge et Or high performance sport program, Elena Hack, the director of international events and competitions from Volleyball Canada, Mark Eckert, the president and CEO of Volleyball Canada, Stéphane Martin, the vice president of the Rouge et Or Volleyball Club here at Université Laval, Émile Lapierre, the president of the Laval Rouge et Or Volleyball Club, but also the co-president of the championship, Gilles Lépine, the co-chair. Madame Sophie Damour, the rectrice, the president of Université Laval. Monique Richer, the secretary general of Université Laval. Danielle Monoson, who is the Consul General of the United States Embassy to Canada. Alberto Furtado, who is the head of operations for the Paris 2024 volleyball. And Catherine Vallière-Roland, who is the vice mayor of the city of Quebec and the council person for the borough of Sainte-Foy, which is where the Université Laval campus is located. So those will be our presenters. And in a few moments' time, we'll turn it over to Samuel Doyon, who is the PA announcer for the closing ceremonies. And then I'll be back to wrap here on cbcsports.ca with our final comments as we wrap up an amazing week of international volleyball here in Quebec City. And thank you once again to Quebec for all of your hospitality. I'd like to give a shout out especially to Hotel Universel, which was the official host hotel of the teams, but also for your local broadcast crew. The Hilton Hotel in downtown Quebec, which was the official fan hotel and delegation for the various dignitaries who are in for this championship. And Volleyball Canada would like to recognize the contribution of their funding partners, the Government of Canada, the Gouvernement du Québec, and they would like to thank their partners, Mikasa Canada, Mizuno, Spieth America, and Nuthers, the award store, for their support of this event. As the final preparations are made here for the medal ceremony. Well, the teams are cooling down and getting ready to come back out for the medal presentation in just a few moments' time. I think some of the Canadian athletes are getting ready to come back in. And here comes Team USA, Dana Retke, coming out to the floor, as well as Chiaka Ogbugu. So we are almost ready for the presentations, as actually, it might be that Retke and teammates have come out to get the warm-up suits to take it back into the locker room so that the Team USA will have their podium wear. So again, we're just waiting for the awards presentation to start. And then we will turn it over to Samuel Doyon, who is the PA announcer here at Université Laval, to take us through the awards ceremony. We'd give you the awards if we had them, but we do not quite have them yet. We'll find out at the same time as you do. So Team Canada starting to file in. So the Canadian delegation is now entering the gym in the southeast corner. As an announcement has just been made that the medal ceremony will start in a few moments' time. Team Canada is here, ready to go and receive their medals. And as we said a few moments ago, we will begin with the individual awards. The best spiker, second spiker, best blocker, then the best receiver, best digger, best libero, best opposite, top scorer, and then the MVP, followed by the bronze medal to Canada, the silver medal to the United States of America, and the gold medal to the Dominican Republic. And then trophy presentation after that. Julie Dion from Université Laval will present the bronze medal. The counselor, Catherine Vallière-Roland, will present the silver medal. And then Sophie Damour, the president of Université Laval, will present the gold medal trophy. Okay, Team USA now entering back into the venue, and that was exactly why the American players came back, was to get their podium wear. And then in just a few moments' time, we should see the Dominican Republic arriving, and then the ceremony will begin. And now we're going to turn it over to PA announcer Samuel Doyon for the medal ceremony.
Mikasa Canada, volleyball stuff, Université Laval, le programme Rouge et Or, Hôtel Universel, Hôtel Hilton, le FM 93, restaurant Normandin,
Okay, so we are having some difficulties with the house PA announcer, so we will lead you through the post-game ceremony.
Mesdames et messieurs, accueillons maintenant les médaillés du championnat du continent
It's Team USA coming on right now. Excuse me. And yeah, the Dominican Republic and now Team Canada on their way onto the court for the medal ceremony. The Canadians winning bronze earlier today. And we will have the medal presentation. So we do have some audio difficulties with the in-house PA, so we will lead you through the ceremony. Alan Alack, the Director of Indoor International Events for Volleyball Canada, will come forward to present the Best Spiker Award. Kira Van Ryk is named the Best Spiker of the tournament. The second Best Spiker award will be presented by Mark Eckert, the President and CEO of Volleyball Canada. And these awards are determined by the FIVB automatic scoring system. And Alexa Gray from Team Canada is the second Best Spiker in the championship. And Gray, unfortunately, went out with an injury in last night's third set in the loss to the Dominican Republic. It did not play today. The Best Blocker Award will be presented by Stéphane Martin, the Vice President of the Rouge et Or Volleyball Club. The Rouge et Or is the university team here at Université Laval in Quebec City. But the funding model is that there are not-for-profit corporations that support the various teams. And Stéphane is the president of the club. The second Best Blocker Award will be presented by Émile Lapierre from the Rouge et Or Volleyball Club. Emily Maglio from Canada is named the second best blocker in the tournament. The Best Receiver Award will be presented by Madame Sophie Damour, the president of Université Laval. Justine Wong Arentes, the best receiver. A much-deserved award. Jean-Noël Corriveau, the head of the Rouge et Or program. Is presenting the Best Server Award. And it goes to Eve from the Dominican Republic. And all the All-Stars head over to a photo area. The Best Digger Award will be presented by the Athletic Director at Université Laval, Julie Dion. Brenda Castillo, no surprise there, named as the best digger. And the fans knew that beforehand. They were already chanting her name. A fan favorite here in Quebec City. A spark plug for the championship team. Monique Richer, the Secretary General of Université Laval, will present the Best Setter Award. Bree King. Is named the best setter in the tournament. No surprise there either with the statistics that she put up. And it's time for the Best Libero Award. And Sophie Damour comes back to present this, and pretty sure that the fans and I all agree Castillo should be the best libero. Yep. And there she is coming out from the, she's going to come back out to the middle of the playing surface. She was in the photo area. And the appreciative fans here in Quebec City give her a roaring applause. Double the plaques, double the prizes. Brenda Castillo, Best Libero. The Best Opposite will be presented by Danielle Monasson, the Consul General of the U.S. Embassy to Canada. Jordan Thompson from USA is named the Best Opposite of the tournament. And now that brings us to the top scorer of the championship. Alberto Furtado, the head of volleyball operations for the Paris 2024 Olympics, will make the presentation. And a reminder that you'll be able to see the Olympics here on CBC Sports. And the top scorer in the championship from Puerto Rico, Paulo Santiago. And now the MVP award. So the fans are already chanting, Castillo, Castillo, Castillo. Catherine Verrières-Rolland, the deputy mayor, will make the presentation with Julie Dion. And the libero, Brenda Castillo, the top player in this championship. And it was without doubt. The Consul General for the DR also in the presentation. I said, double the fun, double the prizes. Let's make it a triple. Brenda Castillo was amazing in this tournament. And rightfully receives the MVP award. So it's time now for the medal presentations, beginning with Team Canada. Sophie Damour, the president of Université Laval, and Catherine Verrières-Rolland, the deputy mayor, and the local councillor on City Council will make the presentation of the bronze medal in just a few moments' time after the official photos of each of the award winners is taken. We are now ready for the bronze medal presentation. Julie Dion and, Sophie Damour will present the medals along with the Catherine Verrières-Rolland. The Canadian roster, number 3, Kiera Van Ryk. Vicky Savard, number 4. Julia Merman, number 5. Number 6, Jasmine White. Number 7, Lane Van Buskirk. Number 8, Alicia Gomes. Number 9, Alexa Gray. Number 11, Andrea Mitrovic. Number 13, Bree King. Number 14, Hillary Howe. Number 15, Shauna Joseph. Number 17, Casey Jost. Number 19, Emily Maglio. And number 26, Quinn Pelland. And the coaching staff, who are not out on the court right now, Shannon Windsor, Vincenzo Malia, and Matthew Kruger. So Team Canada finishes the tournament with a 3-1 mark and will finish in third on home court. And now, Julie Dion, the athletic director at Université Laval, and Monique Richer, the Secretary General of Université Laval, will present the medals to the United States of America. The United States, number 1, Micah Hancock. Number 4, Justine Wong-Orentes. Number 5, Ali Francie. Number 6, Morgan Hintz. Number 7, Lauren Carlini. Number 10, Jordan Larson. Number 11, Andrea Drews. Number 12, Jordan Thompson. Number 15, Haley Washington. Number 16, Dana Retke. Number 22, Catherine Plummer. Number 23, Kelsey Cook Robinson. Number 24, Chiaka Ogbugu. And number 27, Avery Skinner. And now to present the gold medals, we welcome back Alberto Furtado, the head of operations for the Paris 2024 Olympics, and Danielle Monosson, the Consul General of the United States Embassy, to make the presentation. Actually, we're going to change that up. It's actually the Consul General of the Dominican Republic to Canada who will be making the presentation now. And the roster for the DR. Candida Arias. Yanaris Rodriguez, number 2. Number 3, Livelle Eve. Number 4, Yikel Peralta. Number 5, Brenda Castillo. Number 7, Niverka Marte. Number 11, Geraldine Gonzalez. Number 12, Yokati Perez Xavier. Number 15, Madeline Guillen. Number 16, Yanquera Peña Isabel. Number 18, Betania De La Cruz. Number 20, Braylon Martinez. Number 21, Ginnery Martinez. And number 23, Gayla Gonzalez. The gold medalists at this NORCECA Continental Championship. A big round of applause once again for the MVP of the tournament, Brenda Castillo. Don't think she will forget her visit to Quebec City anytime soon. And now we move towards the trophy presentations. Julie Dion will present the bronze medal trophy to Canada. And the captains from each team will come forward to receive the championship trophies. From Canada, Alexa Gray. From the United States, Micah Hancock. And from the Dominican Republic, Niverka Marte. Julie Dion will present to Team Canada's captain, Alexa Gray. Catherine Verrier-Roland will present to Micah Hancock. And finally, Sophie Damour from Université Laval will present to Niverka Marte the championship trophy. As the Dominican Republic win the Continental Championship in the NORCECA Volleyball Confederation. The championship trophy in front of the Dominican Republic team. So that concludes the 2023 NORCECA Championship, with the exception of the national anthem of the Dominican Republic. The national anthem of the Dominican Republic, champions of the NORCECA Continental event here in Quebec City this week. The best team wins the championship in 5 games over the United States of America. And that will conclude our coverage here on cbcsports.ca. We'd like to thank everybody who has tuned in over the last week for this coverage. And we also want to thank all of our partners, both domestically and internationally, for their support of the broadcasts. So once again, for the final time from Quebec City, this is John Bauer bidding you farewell from the NORCECA Women's Continental Championship. The Dominican Republic defeat the United States of America 3-2 to win the championship title. Until next time, stay safe. Goodbye, everybody.